Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. It's Jen here. I'm doing a weekly reading for all signs with timestamps. So we'll just start off as the beginning of the zodiac with the sign of Aries. Well, that's coming out. So we start off with the King of Cups. So this could point to something that happened. We are in Pisces, so it could be something going on with the Pisces or happening. Yeah, we'll be in Pisces this whole week. A water sign person. Wow. We have the Hierophant and the Two of Cups. Oh no, I said the Five of Cups because I was looking at the five there. So, I mean, to me, this looks like a proposal or a marriage, or it may be if you're in a relationship. So if you're not in a relationship, it could be meeting someone. If you're in a relationship, it could be bringing that relationship, hitting a new milestone, a new level. So if you're single, starting to date someone. If you're dating someone, maybe saying that you love each other or that you're exclusively dating or moving in together or getting married or whatever. Any sort of those milestones that come along the way that we think of definitely could be a proposal. This looks like a marriage to me. But expressing emotion definitely comes up because the King of Cups, they are able, he's grounded. He's on solid ground here with all this water, this emotions around him. But he's not swayed by his emotions. He's not led by his emotions. But he feels them and he's very aware of them and he can share them. So the offering of the cups, the offering of each other's hearts are coming in here. The Hierophant could be getting a job at a government job, a job at a bigger company, some sort of you think of as an institution, a university, a hospital system, a big insurance company, some sort of bigger established structure that has lots of policies and procedures and regulations and things like that. It could also, though, be something connecting on a spiritual level, having some sort of shared experience. That connects you with someone in some way, or connects you with this new job in some way. It could be something that you feel really good about, that feeds your soul. It could be healthcare. It could be being a counselor, which is healthcare, right? It's all part of health. A doctor, a healer, someone that's caring and empathetic coming into your life or giving you advice. But I don't know what to say, Aries. You have a strong, or you could have a very nice boss too, that's very kind to you, that gives you, that praises you and makes sure that you emotionally and mentally are happy just as much as doing your job, which I know can go against corporate America, but you can still have good people to work with and for within some of those structures. All right, so we'll just leave it there and we're going to move on to Taurus. Hi there, Taurus. Let's see get a few cards for you for this upcoming week and see how you're doing. Whoa, all over the place here. No, yeah, Taurus, Aries, Taurus, yeah. I don't know why I questioned myself. So these came flying out. Four of Cups, Victory. And so you're getting a lot of fire here. It's interesting. The Four of Cups it's kind of an energy of it's boredom, a little bit of depression, a little bit of being uninspired. Am I ever going to find someone? Not really. My career is just kind of a paycheck. I don't know. It just blah, I guess. Some things you want more, but you're not really sure. It's interesting. There's a crab here. So there could be a Cancer that likes you and you're just not seeing it. Either they're hiding or you just assumed that these are not going to, there's nothing viable in these cups here. So I can see a Cancer person coming into your life or having a crush on you and you're just oblivious to it. Or they're not seeing, or you have a crush on a Cancer person, you're just not seeing it. Or you guys just aren't communicating or understanding. Neither of you wants to make the first move or put yourself out there. So you're kind of just sitting there doing nothing and you're both sort of unhappy about it. We shift to very different energies for you. This is the Victory card. This is being excited, empowered. It's also a homecoming. It's being recognized for your achievements. And the King of Wands is very inspired. This energy it's a true leader. It's someone that gets people excited and motivated. So it's maybe you feel like you need some sort of fresh energy, fresh experiences, new beginnings, breathing new life into you. So I think getting up and going. I mean, there's even a drain of color, right? Let's look at the other side. Oh, there's a ship coming in. But you can see how pale and drained of color and just maybe you haven't been feeling well as either. And this is getting the blood pumping, passion, this red here. So maybe you're meeting someone. Maybe you were sort of still stuck, maybe just grieving, healing from a relationship. Could be with a water sign, a Cancer. But you're on sand here. It wasn't built on a strong foundation. It wasn't meant to last. And maybe you meet someone new, someone from your past you run into again. And you feel passionate again. You're excited again. You're enthusiastic. You're motivated. You're moving again. You're moving forward again. So I feel like that this week could be a real turning point if you've kind of been stuck in the doldrums or just kind of blah or not really, just not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the Victory card always reminds us to count our own wins, those wins that other people don't even realize will be wins to us because it's only something that we know within ourselves that we've conquered, that we've done a good job. Okay, we are going to move on to the sign of Cancer. Okay, Cancer, thank you for joining me. Let's just see if we can get some ideas, some energies. You guys figured prominently in the last reading and Taurus's reading, so I don't know if you have any connection to a Taurus or not. Six of Cups, there was a homecoming. So this is someone from your past, someone from your childhood, a hobby from your childhood. It's also enjoying the simple things in life. Oh my goodness. Allowing yourself, for me, the High Priestess it's many things, but one of the things that it is that's coming up for me is, we all have these hopes and dreams and things that bubble to the surface periodically, and then our ego just shuts it right down. Like, you can't do that. You can't make money that way. It just all the whole, list comes out of everything that's wrong with us, everything that's wrong with that, and why it can't work, and we just have to abandon something altogether. And the Six of Cups, though, is something from our childhood, something that it's always been within us, and adults and society, we tend to extinguish that excitement and fire and passion and curiosity and optimism in our kids. And so it's maybe something that you need to re-examine. You need to allow to come to the surface and look at it again and say, okay, well, let's challenge some of these. This is bugging me. Let's challenge some of these negative fear-based beliefs that automatically come up and say, oh, no, you can't do that. Why do I think that? Is it really true? Is there a different way I can do it? They're valid. They're valid. They shouldn't be pushed back down. It's like you're really getting clear on what's most important this week. This Ace of Swords is just that. Okay, let's quiet the mind from all that noise and the negative, you can't do that, or all these other factors that make something impossible. And the Ace of Swords, like, what is most important to you? Let's clean the slate. Or put everything out on the table is up for re-examination. But what is most important to you? Not what should be most important, not what society tells us, your family. What is most important? Now, we all have to be adults and pay the bills, but simplifying things so that you can start and build upon working towards your goals and dreams. You could be connecting with someone from your childhood. You could be going home. There could be something about your past. The Six of Cups is also very much stopping and smelling the roses, the simple things in life. You may get rid of cable. You may stop going on social media. You may sort of unplug as well. Get out in nature. Give yourself time to think and be and enjoy. The High Priestess also tells us to trust your gut. There may be something that sort of, I don't know, you just can't quite put your finger on it. And getting some time to just be still, to be unplugged, and to give yourself time to just be and think may allow it to reveal itself once everything else is sort of quieted and calmed down around you. So trust your intuition this week, and yeah. Okay, I'll just leave it there. So we are going to move on. Oh shit, that was Cancer. So I'm going out of order because now we're going to go on to Gemini. I think I skipped Gemini. Okay, Gemini, I kind of skipped you by accident. So we're doing you a little bit out of order. I dove right into Cancer for some reason, so we'll just assume that was meant to be Cancer's message. So we are on Gemini now. Let's see what's going on with some energies. That's too many coming up for this week. Too many flying out all over the place. Maybe you'll drop a bunch of a file and like papers will scatter everywhere, or drop something. But you may find something in that, maybe some sort of memory. Maybe you're going through boxes or something from your past. Oh, here's inheritance. Maybe a relative sold their home. Maybe your parents sold their home. Maybe they're downsizing or going into a retirement community or something like that. And as you're going through their stuff, you find something from the past. Some memories, going through memories. I feel it being a very nice, positive thing. But it may inspire you for something to bring back into your life again. Like, oh, I used to love doing that. And you'll break out. I'm having trouble getting the last card. You'll reinvigorate, revitalize, what's the word? Oh, come to me. So the King of Wands, you may be feeling very confident this week. You may be feeling maybe your boss is away and you're put in charge, or you're put in the lead of something at work. You're feeling good. If you've started a workout routine, you're maintaining it. You're kind of in a groove. You're staying motivated. You're getting things accomplished. You're staying on track with your goals. You're not allowing yourself to get sidetracked or getting bored with something or losing your enthusiasm. So you just kind of let it go. Maybe you're working on a project. If you do have, like I said, someone who's moved or something like that, going through those memories, going through things, and it may make you quite contemplative about the past and your childhood and things like that. You may be getting together with your family. You could hear about some sort of an inheritance or legacy or many generations. Maybe you guys you'll hear about someone. It's like, okay, by this summer, I'm just going to take a chance that we can travel and I'm going to set up a family reunion for August or something like that. The Three of Cups is networking. If someone wants to do a Zoom happy hour or something, going to that, joining some sort of class or group. If you do get invited to something and it's safe to do it, taking that opportunity, because usually when the Three of Cups comes up, usually it's a nice time, it's supportive and enjoyable time. You won't regret that you've gone, but often to me as a networking, there's somehow, so if you're maybe looking to date someone, even if you don't meet the person there, you may meet their sister or their mother or their friend that says, hey, I could set you up with someone, or, oh, you're looking for a job? They're looking for a job in the department my friend works at, or something like that. So it usually creates a good opportunity. Usually a work opportunity, but could be, it's Three of Cups is cup cards, emotional, so it could definitely be also a relationship opportunity as well, or just finding some sort of good fit. Maybe you're looking for an apartment. Okay, so that is your reading. So we are going to move on to Leo. Hey there, Leo. Let's pull some cards and see what's going on for you guys this week. I'm very pulled to Virgo for some reason, so I don't know if Virgo time, which is end of August into September, is some sort of milestone or something happened around that time. But so Virgo or you have a Virgo person, it just really was strong for me right then. Things are changing. If you felt, you got an extra card, if you felt overburdened, yeah, so these two extra cards came out. I'm going to put them over here, actually. Hopefully they won't burn on my candle. So with that Ten of Wands and those Four of Cups and those Two of Pentacles, the Four of Wands is kind of being blah, feeling like you're just going through the motions. Nothing's really happening. Nothing's really exciting. Maybe you're single right now. You just have a lot. You feel like, okay, I get up. It's kind of just the same routine. Everything sort of blurs into each other, and you're just doing the routine, keeping things, just juggling life and going through the motions. The Ten of Wands also says that you may have just a lot going on, but you may want to examine, because maybe the things you're juggling and carrying are not all your responsibility. Maybe there was a breakup of a relationship and you think, oh, I could have done more, I should have done more. You're spending a lot of time looking at that. When in reality, maybe the other person just was not honest with you, or just their heart wasn't in it. They wanted different things and they didn't communicate, so it's left you kind of confused and kind of stuck, because you can't really figure out what's going on. Maybe you're carrying a lot of responsibility or burden that I feel is not yours. I always imagine this person dumping these rods on the ground and then saying, okay, what are really mine? What's the other side? Which ones are really mine to carry? Maybe you had paid all the bills. Maybe you really thought, I'm doing everything here, so that will make them like me. I did everything right, but you can't control the other person. They may have just not. I feel like they were just selfish and kind of takers. And once it was almost like convenient. I hate to say that, but the Wheel of Fortune, things are turning around. And not just turning around, you have new offers coming in. Or maybe you're ready, it almost looks like the same character, to offer your cup again, your emotions. You're ready to get back out there. You're ready to put yourself out there. You're ready to start dating again. You're ready to start moving forward again. It's almost like you were licking your wounds, which I don't know, I want to say that healing. That's a nicer way. Like, you just sometimes, though, you're hurt and you just need to feel hurt for a little while and think about it. And that's totally fine. But I feel like that sort of baggage, you'll really be letting go. And it's kind of going to be surprising, and I think somewhat abrupt in a way. All of a sudden, you're just kind of like, I'm going to let that go. Like, you make a decision in your brain and you're just like, I'm moving on. I'm blocking, deleting. I'm not focusing my energy and attention towards something that gives me nothing and is giving me nothing in return, and in fact is draining me. You are moving on. Oh, I like that, Leo. Okay, so let's look at moving on to Virgo. Okay, hey Virgo, it's Jen. Thanks for being here. We're going to look at you for this week. I think I need to do a shuffle, a proper shuffle. I feel like you're going to feel like something is the light at the end of the tunnel. Perhaps you're getting vaccinated and you're like, oh, I'm going to feel safer moving forward. But the Six of Swords is moving from a mentally stressful situation into calmer waters. It can be physical travel, moving. But for me, it's most metaphorically moving away from something that's been stressing you out. It's this King of Cups. Temperance, Sag, it's balance, bringing things into balance, mixing and matching, finding what works for you, finding what, making a decision that brings things more into balance. And I'm blanking on, is that Mercury? Or Mars? I'm trying to figure out what the symbols are. I almost want to say it's Saturn and Jupiter, but I don't know what those symbols don't. For some reason, I'm having an absolute blank. There's Leo here in the back. But this is a Sag. It could be something that happened around the time of Sag, which is around between basically kind of Thanksgiving and right before Christmas is Sagittarian time. The winter solstice, if you're in the northern hemisphere. Sorry. So it could be a Sag person you're moving towards or helping you this week. And then the King of Cups here, this is a emotionally mature water sign that's giving you some warm words of encouragement that are emotionally being supportive. You may be asked out by someone. I almost feel like this King of Cups has given this Temperance person one of these cups here. Someone's giving you an offer. Someone's offering you your cup, offering you some sort of advice or resources or support. And she also has a cup in here. Yeah, it's like the two people are coming together. So you may meet someone that you really connect with this week, that you've had some sort of shared experience that connects you, or they may have expertise in some area to help you with something that you need help with. But coming together, it's like everything's coming together. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's happening at the kind of a similar moment that just kind of almost poetically fits together nicely and sort of solves a problem for you. All right, so Virgo, that's what I'm getting for you. And we'll move on to the sign of Libra. Hey there, Libra. How are you guys doing? Let's see. Get a couple cards for you this week. See what's going on. I hope you're doing well. I'm a little impatient wanting these cards to come out. Okay, if you're feeling impatient, let's take a deep breath. Yeah, you may find yourself this week kind of like, come on, wanting someone to make a decision. I'm forgetting who just had that. I think it was Virgo? Leo. I think it was Leo. This card's been coming up a lot. Oh, yucky. So, and this card, oh my gosh, these three cards have come out now, especially the King of Cups here, the mature water sign. All right, so the 10 of Wands, Libra, is just feeling overburdened. But some of it can be like carrying baggage and responsibility and carrying things with you that really are not serving you, that need to be released. You could be taking on responsibility for someone else. And you guys always get accused of being can be somewhat codependent. Looking at those rods, dropping them on the ground. Okay, what is my responsibility to carry and what is not? I mean, you cannot be responsible for someone's inner world and well-being and happiness and behavior and things like that. I mean, you could contribute it. You can contribute it to it in a positive or negative way, but ultimately, we're all responsible for ourselves, right? The Four of Cups here is kind of being stuck. It's kind of looking back, looking at past relationships or hurts or things like that. So there's a lot of needing to release. You may be carrying responsibility and burdens and not even realizing it, and not even realizing how much responsibility you're taking on. And what may happen is you're going to realize that because you're like, damn, I'm kind of fucking depressed here because Like, I just feel like almost carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And once you can kind of, and maybe even needing to express your feelings. So in this card, this person's on sand. Sand is not a good foundation. The cups are are tipped over and spilled over. There is a Cancer potentially in the mix. And just staring at what didn't work. What, this could be responsibilities, whether, some of them are going to be real, but some of them are not going to be yours to carry. This cup's figure is on all the water surrounding them, but they're on rock. They're on solid. They're grounded. So this is something sustainable. So you may be trying to make a decision between a situation that just is not making you happy and something where you feel is really solid and you feel good about how you feel about it. You know how you feel about it. You're not. So this is almost guilt driven. I don't know, feeling tied to something. So I see you guys really examining things and taking responsibility for what is yours, but then releasing what isn't, and communicating emotions as well. The King of Cups, this could be a water sign, but the mature Cups cards, they feel their emotions, but they're not ruled by their emotions. They're not drama queens. They're not very reactionary to every emotion they feel. They feel it, they examine it, they own it, they can express it, but they're mature, right? So maybe you're communicating how you feel. You may communicate your feelings like to this could be a week where where you have a conversation with someone and let them know how you're feeling, and also release yourself from being responsible for some things. It's reminding me, I really like Dax Shepard's podcast, Armchair Expert, and I think he was telling the story, or he was saying how one of his favorite things about his wife is that she would be okay without me. And it was such an interesting thing to say, but I really think I understand what he means, and it's that they want to be together, they love each other, they're committed to working on the relationship. But if it didn't work out, she would be fine. I mean, she could get over it. She would be fine. And because it's like because it's a relationship, because of, and I'm now taking this past them because I don't know, obviously, them from a hole in the wall, but there's no like need, desperation, underlying. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble thinking the word. I'm sorry, I'm totally going blank, but you know what I'm saying. And so being with someone because you want to, not because you feel obligated. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, some sort of situation like that. I am going, and we do this in work, like, oh, I can't lead them. I'm the only one that knows what's going on or something. Allows like, okay, it's not my responsibility to, it's not my business, so I don't need to stay tied to something if it's no longer working for me. We are going to move on to the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio. How you doing, Scorpio? I was just starting the April readings, and you have your full moon in April. On what? April 27th is a full moon in Scorpio. So I don't know why I just brought that up, but you may be planning towards something around that time. That could be a time frame for you. It could be some sort of significant event around that time. Okay, so you have the Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the King or Queen. I think it's whatever. A mature sword sign, doesn't matter. Seven of Wands really makes us think about what our motivations are and why and how we allow things to knock us out of balance or affect us. So the Seven of Wands is no is a complete sentence. It's not needing to be defensive or explain ourselves. So it's really interesting to think about in terms of triggers. I know it's a trendy word right now, but I do find myself, there's certain things that definitely trigger me, and I'm like, okay, instead of thinking, well, it's what the other person said or that situation, to go, okay, why am I so triggered by this? Why am I taking this so personally? Why is somehow this giving myself permission to kind of lose my shit? You know what I mean? Like, I deserve to get enraged about this. The Seven of Wands is like, oh, I don't need to explain myself or to get defensive, and just stating the facts and staying calm. And I don't know, there's sort of a confidence to it. So this week you may find yourself, if you feel tempted to justify something or have it to explain yourself, well, this is why it's important. Like, it's see if you can catch yourself and just say, no, thank you. Not, well, I have all these things to do, so I don't, you know how we just go off and I do that nervous talk, and it's just like, oh, I can't, no, thank you. I can't this week or whatever. And that's it. Just, you don't need to justify it. Okay, so you're not, it doesn't mean you say things meanly in any way, but you actually are not responsible how someone else responds to your decisions. Their behavior is their behavior, and vice versa, right? We are responsible. If we don't like someone else's decision, we're still responsible for acting a certain way. The Five of Pentacles it's a lack mentality. There's a little bit of I don't know, what's the right word? A little bit of a desperation or a panic or a worry, and it's holding on to things, holding on because you're afraid you're going to lose it. So the Five of Pentacles kind of challenges us to say, I mean, as a Sagittarius, I hate feeling confined, or, I mean, it's so bad that if I'm at a restaurant and I've finished and the check's there and you have to wait for the server to come in and pick up, your credit card to pay for it. If that process takes too long, I about go out of my skin. I feel like I'm being held hostage. I'm like, okay, I'm done eating. Let me leave here. I want to pay. Just let me leave. So some sort of feeling, I don't know, feeling trapped by something, or feeling like you have to hold on to something because if you let go, you'll never have it again. It's kind of a mind fuck. It's something where we have to, it's like, what's that old saying? If you love something and you set it free, if it was meant to be yours, it'll come back, whatever it is. This is not being defensive and not trying to control, and trying to just stay positive that, hey, it's going to work out how it's going to work out. And me getting upset or defensive or trying to control things really isn't going, I can't change other people, or, I can only control my own behavior. This mature swords card is using your head. Yeah, it's we don't have any cups on the table for a water sign. So I see you really using your brain, letting that lead you, not getting emotional, being very matter of fact about things, stating the facts. I feel like if you have to give a presentation or talk about something, it's really going to go well, because you kind of have prepared for it. You've gone through this and you're like, okay, this is the best way to handle. Okay, thinking, not when I'm not in the heat of the situation, here's my plan. And so you've planned for it, because as sword signs is going to plan for it. You may even write things out, I statements. You'll have an extremely effective interaction because of it. And you will have released some fear-based behaviors or codependent behaviors in the meantime. And I think you're going to feel really proud of yourself, Scorpio, is actually what I'm getting. All right, so we'll move on to Sag. Saggy Waggy. I can't read. What's that? 41. 41. Hello, my fellow Saggies. Let's see what's going on for you for this week. Thank you for being here. Emperor, Devil. Look at that, naughty. What's this? Oh, the King of Cups. So, you will be tempted by, and look at I just happened to notice that too. You are going to be, I think we're going to have to make a decision. We will be tempted. It's almost like the smart, safe choice and the passionate, naughty choice. So it could be a choice that you could have two people offering, asking you out or propositioning you. Does that sound weird? Asking, getting to know you, reaching out to you. So, I mean, there could be almost like a test. Okay, if this is someone from the past, this could be a test. Okay, this person obviously, just from the imagery, seems much more stable and secure. They're by themselves, whereas this person, they may have lots of people that they communicate with, they text with. I'm almost getting a dating feel here. They always have to have someone. They may be that type of person that, kind of love bombs you and then ghosts you and then comes back and then ghosts you and then is all of a sudden back, or puts feelers out just to see if you're still there, you're still available to boost their ego. But they may be really, fun and hot and exciting when they are on and giving you the attention. Almost like a Leo energy. When they're have their sights, their sun turned on you, it's really hot, it's really exciting. But then they can, what's the back of this? Then they can totally disappear. Look at this nice scene with the lotus. It's kind of a pleasant scene from the back. So it's maybe from one side of them seems really good, but there's this other side that isn't so great. So if someone is that Maya Angelou? If someone shows you who they are, believe them. So when you're getting some sort of offer, it's like you do have to use your brain. You can't just go by your emotions and the drama. It's almost intoxicating, the drama they create, though, because It's so exciting when you're with them or you're talking to them or texting with them, but then they just go away. But then it's, it becomes a little bit of addictive. Whereas this energy is just like, I'm solid, man. I'm here. Could be an earth sign. And, earth signs don't necessarily, it doesn't mean they're not passionate, and everyone's birth chart's different and exciting at all, but they're not going to love bomb you. They're a slow burn, right? And they're steady and they're solid and they're consistent, which becomes extremely attractive after you've been through this bullshit enough times. So, okay, some sort of decision, and make the one that's emotionally going to protect you, protect your health and wealth and emotional well-being. Interesting, Sag. Interesting. Okay, we'll move on to Capricorn. What? Oh, crap. Capricorn is at 46. Hey, Capricorn. It's Jen here. Let's pull a few cards for this week, see what's going on. You have the King of Swords. So using your brain, maybe you're making lists, looking at facts, looking at finances. Woo. Nine of Wands. This card is often someone sort of waiting. They're sort of battle weary. They're sort of beaten up and exhausted. And the Four of Swords is a rest, it's recuperation, it's meditation, it's healing, it's a time out. You could, if you had a fight with someone, maybe you had a big blow up recently with someone, maybe you guys had to sort of retreat and heal and think about things, and now you're coming back together. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be any sort of relationship. So I do see communication coming from maybe someone's going to apologize to you this week. But I see you really being very thoughtful, but also the Four of Swords is an energy of if someone you interact with on a regular basis gives you a lot of stress and anxiety on a regular basis, that you are going to, it's look at, things are burning back there. Could be burning a bridge. I don't see you guys burning bridges, but maybe there's something. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of conclusion, some sort of turning point, or something came out that you had to really think about, but I'm sort of seeing two different things. For one group, it could be there was a bridge burned and it's done, but it's something that was exhausting and a long time in coming, and it's done. I mean, this could even be a lawyer. Papers being signed. Someone needs a break. Someone needs quiet, peace, meditation. That mentally they're just done with some sort of situation. The other thing I see is there was some sort of perseverance, something you really had to push through, that you've been dealing with and working with something for a very long time, and you really, you wanted to give up. You were just didn't think you had it in you, and you are completing that, and you are at a place where you can rest. So for some of you, I see this as, I do see some sort of, I don't really like the word closure, honestly, because I think it's Glennon Doyle who said it. She sees closure as just a way to keep the drama going, to keep that, you know what I mean? Which I totally agree with. but still there may be in some way some sort of resolution to some sort of situation that will bring you, that you will have distanced yourself from and be healing from. The Four of Swords is healing. It's also meditation. It's calming your mind, no longer having something stressful being at the forefront of your mind, some sort of situation you feel like you're always having to deal with and stressing you out. So we're going to move on to the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, what time is it here? All right, Aquarius, let's pull a few cards for you for this week, see what we got going on here. Ooh, the Devil. The Emperor. Wow. I shuffle these and mix them in. I don't put them together. Like if I pick these three cards, I wouldn't just slap them on top of the deck. I go like this and I disperse them throughout the deck. And I'm forgetting, I think it was Capricorn, no, or Sag, that got these two cards. They were just in the opposite position. That's interesting. The Devil and the Emperor. What's this? Ace of Wands. Doing Aquarius. Well, it's interesting because you have the Devil, you have the backside of the Devil. This deck has, it's vice versa tarot. It has two sides to every card. And this is actually a rather nice scene. To me, though, either someone turned their back on you, and I think it's good. I think actually this will bring a lot of peace and relief, and someone's attention is maybe towards someone else. You may find out that someone that you had been with that was abusive and made your life really stressful, and everyone thought they were just the nicest person, you know what I mean? And you're just kind of like, they were not like that. They just are nice in public and not nice. You may find out, it's reminding me of some of the stars that their girlfriends or ex-girlfriends are coming out and being like, no, this dude was awful towards me. And then a bunch of other women are coming out. So it could be that someone that's done you dirty, been really mean to you in the past, there could be some sort of day of reckoning, or I could almost see for some of you, maybe they were dated someone after you, and that person they dated come around and say, hey, I want to apologize because I was totally bamboozled and fooled by this person. And I don't know, almost like a validation. That's what I'm trying to get at. The Emperor sort of says, yeah, I've been in these situations and I've been fooled by someone before, and now I make my decisions based on myself, because I know if I make decisions and live my life for someone else, I'm still the one that has to live with the consequences of my decisions. They're not going to just be there for me, and this person's turned their back on you. So really feeling confident that it may make my decisions may not make everyone happy, but I have to do what's right for me. And it doesn't mean I'm being selfish. Like maybe someone guilt tripped you into, or you allowed yourself to be guilt tripped into making certain decisions that went against what you wanted. But you're strong now. You're feeling solid. You're on solid ground all around. This Devil's, emotionally manipulative and fiery and explosive and things like this. And this dude, I mean, they are chill. They're just a solid person. There's new passion here. There's new love. There's a good perspective. We have Leo. I see a sun there. Inspired, passionate. I see I see a new relationship or a new situation with someone that's just really good and solid and mature and accepts responsibility for themselves and doesn't look to someone else to blame or get caught up in their drama. So I just see you feeling, and this could be you, feeling really confident. Maybe you got a hold on something, that inner demon of yours that keeps coming up, and you're on the back side of that, and you're really moving forward and feeling you have energy, you're feeling good, you're feeling positive, and you're feeling confident moving forward from here. So that's really nice. Okay, let's move on to Pisces. What time is Pisces here? 55. All right, Pisces, how are you? Let's look at some cards for you for this coming week. See what's going on. Temperance, Sag, Leo. There's also a bird of prey that would make me think of an air sign. Busy, maybe a busy week, maybe, but you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling pretty balanced. Temperance is balance card. I know that's the back side of it, but you're feeling grounded. You're feeling solid. You're feeling like maybe you have a lot going on, but everything feels pretty balanced as shown here, and I feel like you're just going to be feeling really good, Pisces. Happy birthday, by the way, if your birthday is this week. And here you are, the mature water sign. You're feeling like you have a good control over your emotions. You're feeling grounded, you're feeling solid. If things come up, you're able to not let them get you riled up too much. You may have good news coming in with that ship coming in the back. Maybe if it's safe, you're making plans to travel to see someone or go on some sort of vacation. But I feel like you're really in your element. You're really feeling confident. I just want to look at the other side of this. Leo, and this reminds me of some sort of air sign. What's the fixed air sign? I should be able to figure this out. Gemini. No, it's not. Libra's no, cardinal. Aquarius must be mutable. Is that right? Shit, I don't know. Whatever the mutable air sign, or this is, a Sag is mutable, but I feel like this is it's either Gemini or Aquarius, whatever the fixed air sign is, and Leo the fixed fire sign for some reason. So if those signs resonate with you. But this is Sag. This is, though, being balanced. Sag can be very, very extra, very, is that what the kids say these days? Very over the top, very, if they're going to go out and party, they're going to party. They're not going to go out and have a couple drinks and call it a night. They're going to stay out all night. That's in their extreme. So this is, no, I'm feeling balanced. I'm getting enough sleep. So I think I've said the same thing over and over again for you guys. So Pisces, I just see it really feeling in your element, feeling good. Maybe you're having a birthday party and you just feel really supported and solid this week. So I'll just leave it there because that's short and sweet, but really positive. Could point back to Sagittarian time, to something that was happening in December-ish, coming to fruition and getting sorted out as well. All right. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.